What's up, guys? Xavier Brinkman here with you on the American Horror Story After Show. I'm a little exhausted after watching that episode. It was the episode called Room 33. Filling in for Kristin tonight, I have the lovely Jocelyn Polite, my great friend.
Hey, everybody. We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot to discuss.
And I mean, even more importantly, we have the one and only Jamie Brewer joining us in the studio. High five.
Hey, yes.
Amazing. So we all sat here.
Everyone knows my characters, right?
Yeah, first of all, we're so stoked to have you in here. Very cool watching, being able to watch the episode with a star of the show. She had all the inside goss for us and was sort of, you know,
every single thing.
she was like filling us in. So,
not every single thing.
and we just so happened to have the most craziest episode.
Yeah, Room 33. Yeah.
What did you think of it?
Seeing it for the first time with you guys, it's interesting.
It takes a bit to like digest. All right, so we're all just gonna like chill out.
It takes a whole lot to digest. I felt like there was a lot going on tonight, and I just felt like it took us in many different directions. So
It did.
I don't know where we're going to start.
I know. I'll help you out there. But so, Jamie, what did you think of the episode overall? Did you like it?
Overall, it was quite neat, actually. The entirety of it, it's interesting because thinking about the different seasons, Ryan is laying out all the stops on different seasons.
Yeah.
In Hotel and in Room 33.
Yeah.
It's kind of neat seeing that.
I mean, it's like they just tear up the rule book every single time, right? It's like every single season is so
Instead of
different.
tearing up the rule book, it's more like think of it instead of tearing it up.
Yeah.
Tear it up and rewrite it.
They just do something different. Did you feel, Jamie, going from, I mean, you were on season 1, season 3,
Addie, Nan,
season 4,
Marjorie.
I know, right? Adelaide, everyone. Did it feel different? I know each season, was there a different vibe?
Each season is very different. The vibes are similar but very different.
Yeah.
And it's really kind of neat, actually, because the main brain of it is, brains, actually, the true backbone of it is starts from Ryan Murphy.
Yeah.
Brad Folchek, Tim Minear, one of the producers as well.
Yeah.
He has an amazing team.
Yeah, and could you? So when you're watching this episode with us, are you watching it very differently to us? Are you going, all right, I know where the camera person's standing. I know what Ryan Murphy's saying. You can even hear them say action and cut.
I'm learning that the production side, which is kind of neat how you're saying that, because that's one area I want to try to get into.
Sure. Okay. So
I have to say it was fun watching it with you because Murder House and all the references to Murder House.
Yeah. That's what's kind of neat about Hotel, because they're bringing it back all the way from the first season.
Yep.
Exactly. And I think I understood that was your favorite season.
One of the many.
One of them.
Well,
okay.
we have fan questions coming at the end, so she'll answer that for us. But
I know I'm jumping
I think it was so cool that they started off with Murder House, because we have the star of Murder House with us. So let's start.
One of the many.
Oh well.
We can't forget my mom, just because right?
For us, it was the main one. But look, so let's start with that, guys. So the scene opens up with Lady Gaga going into Murder House
Countess
and getting an abortion, and so it's the first. I mean, it's happening kind of regularly now, but I mean, it really consolidated the link between the seasons now. What did you guys think?
It's interesting because, and think about the first season and that tight of the house. It gives, as I said a little bit earlier, it gives the illusion of the abortion.
Yeah.
But then something goes wrong, and it goes by a C-section in some way. So the baby's still alive, which gives the illusion of the infantata from the first season.
Yeah.
And bringing that in.
Exactly.
It's kind of neat.
It's super cool. So do we think that the baby, that there's always a baby or a monster in Murder House? Guys, it's been a long time since we've watched Murder House now. I'm trying to remember the details of it. But are we thinking that was Bartholomew, like, that was in the basement?
I don't know. I went in a totally different direction. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I was tying this baby somehow until I saw it at the end. For some reason, for me, I was tying it to the kid that was at the end of Murder House. Remember the very end that he killed like the nanny and he was sitting there looking out? I was thinking at first, I was like, are we tying it into that kid? That's where I was at first until we saw.
Yeah, his grandchild, her grandson.
Exactly. So, and then did you guys find it was odd? Well, can you remind me of the doctor's name in season 1?
Okay, there's 2 of them.
The guy that delivered the baby in the
Charles
house. Montgomery. So do you see how he wasn't really alarmed when the baby was killing the nurse? He was kind of more interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you find that odd?
It's interesting.
It's
interesting.
It was bizarre. So, and then we finally found out what is in room 33. So it's Bartholomew, Lady Gaga's
Yeah, basically a demonic baby.
a demonic baby.
There
so
we
it's
go.
like-
Yes.
Think about a link there with demonic baby infantile from the first season. And think about it with that as well. The demonic voice of Marjorie.
Yeah,
in
right?
The fourth.
Wow. Yes.
So what happens when you're a
The
demonic
voice.
So when you're a demonic baby, does that mean that you don't grow? Like you just stay a little baby? You know?
I don't know. I was
The
like, is that an
porcelain?
alien baby? I didn't know what was going on. I was like, why won't he grow up?
Well, that's it. It's like, I
Yeah.
mean, because obviously when you become a vampire, they don't age. So
Yeah,
did he die and then somehow because he was Lady Gaga's or the Countess's son, he was brought back to life and has remained that age?
Well, they were saying he was
That's
breathing,
interesting.
right? When he was born.
Yeah.
They said
But
that he
that-
was breathing and then he attacked.
Yeah.
And then I don't know exactly what happened.
Which is kind of
after that.
interesting because it also gives a kind of a neat link as well. When studying the show, they also give reference to one of the Harmon's kids.
Yeah.
That one was born blue baby.
Yeah.
In a way, and then came back to life
Yeah.
in another scene.
Yeah.
So it could be a take on that.
Yes.
I know you're literally blowing my mind right
I know.
It
now.
could be a
I'm
take
like,
on that.
what?
That
So
at the
good,
time they
yeah.
have died,
Yeah.
but then came back to life in some way thanks to Charles Montgomery.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Oh my
There's so many.
God.
This is great. We have the.
She's the true builder of that house.
Yeah, that's
I don't
awesome.
understand all the rules to dying in the first place because, I mean, one thing that I have to say about this episode, and I know we'll get to it, as we go along, but
Yeah.
it just looks like some of the rules of dying are
Is
kind of
it-
blurred
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
not
it's
understanding
interesting.
it.
And now we have this whole concept of like having to find your purpose as well.
Yeah.
With the Swedes, but we'll get to
Yeah.
that. But I really want to talk about with you guys. Did anyone expect Tristan Duffy and Liz Taylor
Yeah.
To hook up?
to hook up?
Yeah. Dennis O'Hare and Finn.
Yeah,
That was
Finn
fun.
Wheatrock, right?
That
That
super
was fun. I liked it. I mean, I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
But I mean, when it was
Same
happening,
here.
I was like, that's pretty cool. I mean, you knew Liz had to hook up with somebody.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I was
But
interested.
it's not
I
her.
read the tagline for tonight saying that Liz Taylor was going to find a loved one or love was going to emerge. I would never have expected
Yeah,
that
it's true
Tristan.
love for the first time.
Like mostly because they both separately claim they're not gay,
Exactly.
right?
Well, Liz considers herself a woman, so
Yeah.
she's like,
Yeah.
I'm not gay, nor does she want to have the surgery either. Which
Yeah.
she
What
let-
about
So
Tristan?
basically,
Then?
yeah.
Tristan, I think, is Tristan's just loving the hotel. I think
Yeah.
he's taking whatever it is. If it has drugs, Tristan's into it. If it has,
penis,
menage a
he's
trois,
into it.
penis,
Yeah.
whatever it has,
Yeah,
like Tristan
and
is down.
also the blood drinking side with the Countess,
Yeah.
with Gaga as well.
Yeah.
Her turning him
Yeah.
Yeah.
as well.
It's like, I mean, he walked upstairs from being in bed with Liz Taylor, walked upstairs to Will Drake and Lady Gaga, and he's like, I'm not gay. This is gross.
Like, I got to do it again.
It's
He was
like-
busy.
Yeah.
He was tired. So I love that. I'm really loving the how the story's evolving with Liz Taylor. I feel like it's
Yeah.
been so good this last couple of weeks.
And
What do
he's so good.
Yeah, Dennis O'Hare's amazing.
I mean, just
Tell us-
convincing in every
He's
way.
amazing to
Tell
work
us
with.
about Dennis O'Hare. What's he like to work with?
He's incredible. With being the Birdman in the
Yeah.
first season.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, yeah. Let's go through it. He was Burnt Man.
Yeah.
He-
Second. Oh, he wasn't in second season.
no,
wasn't
no,
in
no,
Silent.
not that I know. of.
Coven. He
Coven, he was Spalding and
he
Spalding.
had his tongue cut out
Yes. To Stanley.
in the
In
fourth
the fourth.
season. He's had some rough roles.
Yeah,
you
he
know, what
has.
is Dennis O'Hare like as a person? Like,
He's
what's he
amazing.
like? In what way? What does that mean?
Just the personality
Yeah.
and everything about him is truly incredible.
Just a very down to earth guy here.
He's very sweet.
That's great. It's like
Very sweet.
I feel like Dennis O'Hare. He always sits back and just plays his part really well, and eventually
does.
steals the show.
Absolutely. And I
Right.
feel like he's that actor that whatever needs to be done, he's willing to push those limits and do it.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like whatever it is, whatever he plays, he pushes it right to the limit
Yeah.
where you're just like, God, how did he do that? Or how did he
Yeah.
get to that place?
Yeah,
He's
and
just
some of
that
the-
type of
yeah.
actor.
Yeah, some of the scenes with the first season, or some of the scenes in the first season, him and Dylan McDermott
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
in the first season, and Coven, him and Jessica.
Yep. He's always got someone
And
Yeah.
then in Freak Show as well, you see him a lot with,
with
Emma,
Emma Roberts. Yeah, of course.
as well. And
He always
it's kind of
play-
neat.
he's always playing off someone, and he's usually owning.
He's partnered with certain
He's
people.
partnering. He makes them look good because he's a great actor.
So
but
that's
he
why I
also
think about the partnering with in Hotel with Finn,
Yeah.
Whitrock being
And Kathy Bates.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's kind of neat.
as well. I mean, and usually actors you'd never expect as well, right? That
Exactly.
he does so well with.
And Finn's amazing, by the way, as well.
Yeah, right. He's capturing the hearts of everyone.
Yes.
I think he's great. He's a psycho, but he seems to be really endearing and lovable at the same time.
Yeah.
But speaking of which, not so lovable. So I want to talk about Wes Bentley's just breakdown on what's going on. What did you think of Wes Bentley tonight?
It's interesting.
Oh, sorry.
He was thinking about with the links.
Yeah.
We kind of link Ben Harmon, the Dylan McDermott's character in the first season. He went through that
Exactly.
as well with
That's
Moira, with the character of Moira. The Fran, this is Conroy's character, the older version,
Sure.
as well as his fantasy
Of the younger
seeing Xavier Brinkman.
Yes. And they
So
look
it's
alike.
kind of neat.
They almost look alike. Like I felt like tonight when I saw them, I was
It's
like,
kinda neat.
I mean, I know they both have dark hair and but I
Yeah.
mean, something about them, like I really did refer back to
Yeah.
Murder House and I
Yeah.
was like, and Dylan McDermott. 'cause I
Maybe
was
Yeah.
like,
like,
they look alike.
it's funny. I
ways
mean,
kinda
there's
neat
been a
with-
bit of speculation about that.
Yeah.
That Ryan Murphy's cast all these brunettes with blue eyes.
Yeah.
Like, literally, if you put them up against each
Not
other,
always.
it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Well, a
'cause
lot in this season, a lot of them. So you've got Will Drake,
Yeah.
Finn Whitrock. Who else? And you've got Wes Bentley,
Tristan,
like
yeah.
all
Yeah,
that's
dark.
what- yeah.
Tristan, like dark hair, blue
And I
eyes.
confused
Yeah.
all of them.
And then of course, you're
and
right.
then bring in Evan Peters as well with being dark hair.
Yeah, and then
as well.
And you're right. They do look exactly like.
They do.
They look like a
They
Clark
do look a
Gable
lot
kind of
like Dylan McDermott as well.
Yeah.
So that's a good pickup. I never connected it. So that's a smart one. But so he went on this tangent, and obviously, like Chloe Sevigny is kind of constructing it.
I don't
Right?
know what is going on with her. She is that character that I can't figure out this season yet. And I know we're 6 in, but I don't know what's going on with Alex. Alex is just the concerned mother, and I got that. And then she kind of got on my nerves a little bit around like episode 2. And then now, the measles thing happened, and then now she's just wandering around. I feel like I don't have a grip on her.
She's kind of like causing trouble. So she's really like constructed his breakdown, really. So she was like, cool. Like send some Swedish models in there, to make him go crazy.
Either
like
Swedish or French. And that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I think they were Swedish.
They were from Sweden?
Yeah. So she's basically, so
just
they
know
took
that.
obviously taking away the coffins in the swimming pool, like making them going crazy, right?
Yeah.
Why? Tell me this. Why did they need to smash the coffins? Why
That's
didn't they
what's
not
interesting about it,
just move them?
That little, it's interesting.
It is.
Get rid of all evidence. I mean, that's probably the safest thing. And then where are you going to move them to?
Exactly.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Exactly.
mean, let's break them up and
Exactly.
store them, throw them somewhere.
And I'm guessing those coffins are heavy.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that the crew had quite a job carrying them.
See that, and that's what you're thinking of the crew. We didn't even think of that. We're like,
No, I was thinking, who carried them out?
Yeah, we're like, so Liz Taylor and Wes Bentley Chloe got them out, but of course the crew did, and we don't think of that, but you do because you've been on that
It gives
set.
that illusion because thinking about some of the set stuff, some set pieces can be heavy.
Yeah.
So I think like, okay, are they? Because they can rig certain things, and this is kind of neat
Yeah. To make it
to make it look like
a lot bigger or heavier.
Easier transition and getting them out.
Yeah.
So they have to edit it in a certain way to give that illusion.
Nice.
Well,
and
one thing I had to say before we move on from the coffins.
Yeah.
I noticed that everyone else is like asleep in the coffin,
Yeah.
kind of like vampire style that we're used to, where they're like that.
Yeah.
Alex is like turned over fetal position asleep. Like she's gotten pretty comfortable in this hotel.
I get
Yeah,
it. I
she's
mean,
the mom to Holden, so in a way you see both. This
Together.
was kind of neat because they're both together.
so I guess
and
they
that.
had to fit 2 in the coffin, so she would kind
So
of
she
have
had to
do
turn to the
that.
side.
Yeah.
She looked too comfortable for me.
Yeah. So she's
probably
she's trying to convince Wes that he's going crazy, and he looks hella crazy.
He looks nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But but he's on point. He sort of he knows that he knows what's going on, but he doesn't at all.
But why doesn't he check out? He doesn't have to be there.
Well, I guess he
He's
finally
not dead.
did. And what do we think of like them? So they've
It's
finally brought Scarlett back in, like the lost child that no one seems to care about.
Yeah.
Poor Scarlett.
Yeah.
She was at Tanya's house. I mean, she was.
Yeah.
I was like, we were all like, when we were watching, we're like, who's babysitting Scarlett? Like, where is she? And
Yeah.
then, you know, he said when he
Yeah,
picked
where
her
is
up,
she
she's
when
like at
he's
Tanya's
working?
house or something. Yeah.
Exactly. And so I also wanted to ask you. So you're talking about being on the set. What was it like? I mean, Ryan Murphy as a director.
Yeah.
What's he like to work with? For those of us who have no idea.
He's actually truly incredible.
Yeah.
And seeing being part of the different seasons and hopefully
Yeah.
getting a cameo spot on Hotel. Hopefully, I don't know.
We're
Ooh,
crossing
yes.
fingers.
Hopefully, that's the one biggest clue there. The word cameo on Hotel.
Yeah. But is he like, what's it like? Is he very verbal in what he wants, or does he sit back and let people do
He's
what they want?
Kind of both. The one episode that I do know of that I actually worked with Ryan was in the pilot season and
Yeah.
the first season.
Got ya.
So I haven't really worked with Ryan in quite a while
Sure.
in that kind of capacity. So,
Yeah.
but when I actually do work with him, he is really amazing.
Yeah.
He's very outgoing
Yeah.
Oh.
and everything, and he does give a lot of free play.
Yeah.
At times, but he does have certain set things. Like, hey, I want to I thinking back to the first season. It's like, I do want to have this shot. I do want to go in tighter for a CU.
Yeah.
And for a CU, and then right after that, go right to a wide shot. And those kind of things.
Sure.
So he has a lot. He's
There's a
hands
lifespan.
on with how he wants it filmed and how he wants it to
On
look.
cameras, yes.
He's a visionary. He
Yeah.
knows what he wants. That's awesome. I can't even imagine what it would be like being on an American Horror Story set.
It'll
That's
be
pretty
I
cool.
think it would be great.
But all right, so next one. What did you guys think of Angela Bassett and Matt Bomer this season? What did you think, Josh?
Right,
Of this
Angela
week's
Bassett,
episode?
and they were. I mean, they've obviously gotten together and they want to, get rid of Elizabeth, the Countess. But I don't know, like their scheme. I didn't really understand everybody's part in their scheme. I didn't see how it all
Yeah.
came together because Iris is in on this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah, Kathy.
so I'm like, okay, how is this coming together? She wants to kill the baby because she wants to hit her where it hurts. And Donovan, on the other hand, I think she pointed out a good point. She was like, you still have feelings for him.
Yeah.
Because you're not ready to go where I want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree, and it's. But he was right in saying that you have feelings for her too. Otherwise you wouldn't be still caring about all of this.
But does she have feelings of hatred or love? I feel like his is love, and
Yeah.
I feel like for her, I don't think
His
she's
is-
still attracted
yeah.
and in love with her. I
Yeah.
think she's really mad that she killed her man.
Yeah.
I'm
surprised that Iris is being such a badass with all
Yeah,
this.
Kathy.
Kathy Bates just comes in and she's just like got a gun and a big knife, like a big mallet,
Yeah.
and she's like, oh man,
It's
where are these
interesting
kids?
on that.
Like, I can't believe it. So it's like, I feel like Kathy Bates' character is just transformed into such a cool
Yeah,
cat
isn't it?
after she's become a vampire. What do you think?
It's interesting on Kathy on the characters that she's been doing with AHSAS, and she's actually a really an amazing doll to work with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she actually got introduced into AHS in Coven. as
Yeah,
being
that was
Delphine.
your
Right.
season, and she was portrayed like her character was absolutely horrible.
She was evil.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
and
was
I have
evil.
a sense that with Hotel, with Iris, in certain ways, with her personality, if you look close enough, some personality traits would seem similar to Delphine.
Very, very much so.
Yeah.
That's super true. And
Similar.
what was it? What was it
Different
like?
but similar.
What was it like working with Kathy Bates in
Oh,
Coven?
incredible.
Yeah, man, it seems like everyone's
Talk
so
about
cool.
legends.
It seems like everyone's
I wanna
cool.
hang out on the
Yes.
Talk
set.
about legends.
I want to hang out on the set with these legends.
No, you're
That sounds-
absolutely right. Because when you think, I mean, you've been on set and you've acted with, Jessica Lange and Kathy Bates, and I mean, like,
Angela
wow,
Bassett as
Angela
well.
Bassett.
Yeah.
I mean, we could go on. All of them are amazing.
I know.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like you have, been right there toe to toe with them, and that's great.
Yeah, Dennis O'Hare as well. And
Yeah.
Exactly.
Man, it's crazy. But finally, just to wrap it up, so we're gonna hit fan questions after this, and we're gonna hit Jamie with every question we have.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll give her a breather for now, and then we'll hit her. But guys, tell me what you thought of the very end there with Chloe Sevigny and Lady Gaga with Alex, holding the Countess's baby.
It was weird. It was very
it's
strange.
interesting. And then that scene.
And I didn't want to see the
Yeah.
baby,
Yeah.
but we saw the
Well,
baby.
My
so.
question for you guys is, how did Chloe Sevigny know that was her kid that was out in the front yard of her house?
And but when she looked in the bushes, wasn't it a reflection of herself?
No, that was the perspective of the baby.
Oh, the baby.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. It was the baby's view looking at Alex Lowe, looking at him.
I think you become all-knowing by being in that hotel. I just think that there's things that you know, like room 33.
Yeah.
You know certain things, I think, once you're in there, and especially that she's on the other side of life. You know, she's on the death side, so I definitely think that there's some stuff that she already knows.
I guess more time has elapsed than we thought. So Chloe's obviously gotten pretty comfortable in the hotel. Yeah. Already being hanging out with the Countess's daughter, with the baby.
Her hair is longer.
True, and she knew when she saw the baby in the monster, whatever you want to call him, in the front yard. She's like, oh, that's the Countess's kid. Better bring him back.
Gotta bring him back.
Yeah, but also think about it that way, and think about it, the mother's instinct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Think about Holden.
Yeah. Did you think that the Countess was going to kill her or
as
be
well?
Angry?
So it's kind of neat in that way. It's to see that because.
It's a switch. They're helping each other out. It's a mother's bond.
Yeah.
Well, it was interesting because it's like she saved her baby. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so it's kind of like
saved her life.
Right. And the Countess was saying to Alex, I saved your son. You know, which we don't quite know from who right now. Could have been John in one of his blackouts and who he actually is when he blacks out. And is he the Ten Commandments killer? We don't know. Yeah. But it's interesting that, like, in the end.
In that church.
Yeah.
With that guy at that altar?
Yeah. That was, I mean, we skipped over that. That was crazy because, we didn't speak about it yet. But that was crazy. The Ten Commandments killer, good to bring it up, Joss, is still going. Who knows? I mean, the theories are running wild at the moment. You've probably seen on Twitter, everyone's like, John has to be the Ten Commandments killer. He's having all these episodes, he's blacking out. And also that he's just putting them together so quickly. Like, I don't know if you guys find that he always knows exactly what's going on in these crime scenes.
And he's getting the tips. Yeah. He's getting the tips for them. He's not dead, and he's in the hotel. He was invited to Halloween night, you know, amongst all the other murderers. So it just kind of leads you... to wonder what was going on. But I also thought I had to bring, because remember when we were watching it and I was like, that lady in the tub, that was a crazy scene too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that, sorry.
No, that was just, that was just a crazy, they just had a lot going
Tell
on
us
tonight.
And you, Joss, you brought up a good point. You were saying the name of that girl was a girl that was actually killed in.
Well, there was the young lady who was 21 years old that that died in the hotel. She drowned in one of the tanks. For real, in 2013. And so when I was watching it, I was telling Xavier, I was like making reference to the fact that one of the things that they said when they found her in the tank is that the guests in the hotel were saying that the water tastes funny. They were complaining about the water tasting funny and that there was low water pressure. And so they made reference to that tonight. And I was just like, oh my God, that's and I think her name is Elisa Lamb. And that was her story in kind of a way.
Yeah, about the hotel. Yeah, it was right next to the hotel too.
Yes.
Crazy. Guys, did you think that the Countess was going to kill Tristan Duffy? Was that a surprise for you?
That was a really neat surprise, actually, because what I was saying about AHS, we're starting to see this besides of Coven saying, when you're dead, Marina always says, when you're dead and killed off, like when the character's dead, they're dead.
Yeah. They can't be killed again.
They can't be killed again.
That's what
Coven,
I was...
If they die, they come back in some way.
Yeah.
With this, it's like if you're dead, you're dead. You're dead.
Yeah.
But with Tristan, this is kind of interesting because he started off as a plain ordinary guy. Yeah. Coming into the hotel with a fashion thing, a model, no less. And then he comes into this blood drinker vampire.
And he was okay with it,
And he goes into that with the Countess and everything.
Yeah.
And now this.
That's what I was.
Her killing him.
I was thinking the exact same thing. It's like he's already a vampire.
So once that's done, he's out of there.
So it's like I was thinking the same thing. He's already a vampire. So when she, like, is it only her that could kill him? You know?
I think it's that nail. It's that thing that she has that's able to swipe. Because I was like, he's dead. How can you kill him again? Although I knew she was going to attack him in some way because there's no way that she was going to. Once she said betrayal, I was like, he's out of there. He's gone. I knew it.
Well, I was thinking both of them, but and then for a second I was like, geez, like maybe she does really love Liz Taylor. You know, maybe she has so much affection for him that she would give it to him, but. She did. He was just dead.
But in a different way.
He was just really dead.
And she hasn't turned Liz Taylor.
Yeah.
Liz Taylor is alive.
I know, but yet they just seem such good friends,
though,
you know?
In some way. because we don't really know Liz Taylor's full background yet, even though we know some of it.
Yep.
But what happened beyond when he first got into the hotel,
Yep.
right after the Countess deemed him Liz Taylor,
Yep.
and what happened after all that.
It's been 20 years. You're right. But oh man, I could literally go on about this all night. This is too good to have this girl in here. But we're gonna jump to a quick ad break, guys. We'll be see you on the other side with a couple of Twitter questions from the fans for this girl. If you still need to tweet them in, use the hashtag AHSAS, and we'll hit you back. See you in a bit.
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live, this is for you.
I love it. That was freaking
How did you not figure it out?
I didn't see any of this coming. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah?
I was like,
How did you get here? No.
Like, kill him. Kill him. Definitely kill him. We're cool.
Shade. Shade left and right, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies, let's put your 2 cents in.
Rubbed me the wrong way and the right way.
but you were like, well, we want to know what's going to happen.
That was cute.
We just want to say we love you all. Thank you so much for your support. You are all seriously the best in the world.
Another beautiful summer at theStream.tv, y'all.
Here we go, guys.
Thank you for being here. Peace out.
Bye, guys.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the American Horror Story After Show here on theStream.tv. If you've just tuned in, we do have the lovely Jamie Brewer hanging out with us, giving us all the goss on everything. It is super cool. Even just between that little break we had there, she was just filling us in on all these potential links that could be happening with the first season. So very cool. If you need to tweet us, if you want to ask us a question, make sure you're using the hashtag AHSAS, and we'll respond to you. We are nerding out all week and hitting you back with our fan theories as well. So anytime is good. We're up late and we're getting nerdy on this stuff all the time. So what we want to jump into is a couple of fan questions for Jamie, and the lovely Jocelyn is going to hit it for us.
All right. Well, I've got some fan questions for you, Jamie. And the first one is from @HookahHeadGesa. And this one reads, will you return in future seasons? We loved you.
And you didn't answer that in some way. You know that I would love to. And it all depends on the writer's room and the directors and all that. Where is she going to be placed?
When it does happen, does it happen are they like, Jamie, we want you on, can you start next week? Is it, how much notice do they give?
Interesting. I don't know, because we got the scripts.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get it the week of or the day of.
Wow.
shooting.
When they called you in to be
That fast.
for Marjorie last year, how much
And
notice
there was
did they
only
give
2
you?
episodes.
How much notice did they give you?
Honestly, from the call, right as we got the call, that night my personal family and I were like, okay, we gotta pack.
Wow.
Oh
so
my
it's
gosh,
just-
really that fast?
And how did you? I'm asking more questions on this.
I know.
But what
Because it was
was?
set in New Orleans.
Right.
Sure. And what was it like working with Neil Patrick Harris?
Oh, amazing.
Is he just the funniest
He
dude?
is quite something.
Really?
In a really neat professional way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can only imagine. All right.
All
That's really
right.
cool. I'm literally stopping
And it's being
myself
killed
here.
by it.
I know. I feel like we could
I
just sit here
know.
and talk to Jamie and ask her questions
I know.
all
I know.
night long.
All right. Next fan question. Next one.
Okay, our next question is from @Bailey is a fan, and this one reads, what would be your ideal role in American Horror Story?
Ideal. And there's some really unique roles that I want to do. One thing we kind of need is one thing that I would love to experience. Thinking about all the previous characters from Adelaide and Nan and Marjorie, all the things that I've been asked to do.
Yeah.
I got introduced to stunt work,
Okay.
with those characters as well. So I want to pursue a character that can really think about Hotel.
You want to get into
really
fight
go
scenes.
into a full mental breakdown. I never experienced it before.
Wow. Yeah.
Interesting.
That would be cool.
And have a challenge.
Yeah.
I've been challenged with having a character, but I want to think about American Horror, and this. I'll just shout out to Ryan if he's watching this. I want roles that can really challenge.
Emotional challenge. Something that's just really a challenge in you emotionally.
Listen up, Ryan. You need to push this gal.
Yes.
She's ready for it.
She wants an
So you
emotional
want some
challenge.
physical. You want to be doing some physical stuff and some really dramatic kind of things.
Yeah, and characters that who knows, maybe someday. This is just my little personal little take on this. Characters that also maybe show a little fashion of a leg or bare shoulders.
Oh, okay. Because that would be different. That would be different from Marjorie and Nan.
And Adelaide and everything.
Covered
everything was
up.
covered.
Yeah.
So I want to. There's certain roles that I eventually, if there's not full out nudity, think about the hotel and everything.
Yeah.
But if there's not things to that extent, eventually I do want to eventually experience that.
You want to show some skin.
Right.
In that kind of way. But if I start out just showing a leg or
just
shoulders,
something.
Yeah.
You don't want to be Snoopy.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it. All right.
I want to be the pretty girl that shows a little skin.
Exactly.
Yeah, good. All right, turn it up.
All right, the turn up, right? We are on the turn up here tonight. Okay. Our next question comes from @AHS Fandom, and this question reads, we'd like to know which character Miss Jamie Brewer preferred playing out of the ones that you played. Yeah.
Well, as I've been saying, I love all the roles. The ones that I prefer, it's kind of a unique kind of answer to that because it's again to what I previously said, is the characters that introduce the stunt work.
Yeah.
Sure.
That
Which one was that? Which character? The three you played?
Which was more physical?
The physical ones are Nan and Marjorie.
What was your favorite character? If you had to pick one, your favorite character out of the three that you had the best time playing? Who was
the stunt work and everything with the
just
physicality.
in general, who was your favorite character to play?
Well, seeing the different personality-wise, I would say all three of them. I think that my personality, one favorite of mine that I got to experience is Nan.
Nan.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I thought
Nan.
so.
I liked you in that. I liked you in that one.
You were able to be.
Because her personality is a little bit. It's similar to mine, but a little bit different.
Yeah, and the one thing about Nan that was
Even though the
different
sweetness
from
is
Adelaide, you got to be a little bit more like you had more of a voice. I felt like with Nan, so you. Yeah,
I did have a voice with Adelaide. I had more of a voice with Nan.
Awesome. Well, thanks for that question. Especially, I just want to shout out to the AHS fandom. You guys are awesome. They're a really big blog.
Tweeting.
Yeah, they're a really big blog, and they tweet some really cool stuff, and they're a big supporter of your work. So thank you so much, guys.
All right.
Next question.
We have another one from @soulpunks_. All right. This one reads, what is your favorite season of AHS? I almost gave this away in the beginning, so now, okay.
That goes to the same idea we're thinking about. Their character in some way, because that goes back to the stunt work again, as well. So, and the ones that really, as I said, I got introduced to stunt work in the first season, but the one that I got more of within the stunt work arena, and thinking about the favorite seasons, are the two of Coven and Freak Show.
Yeah.
Because those grab the stunt work and everything within that. Gravitates to a higher level.
Right.
Sure. All right. Very cool.
All right. Our next one is from @hookahhead. Okay, I'm sorry. This was a different one. @hookahhead_Gesa. I don't know where I was. Okay, ignore me. Okay. All right. And this one reads, who is your favorite actor to work with at American Horror Story? Don't get in trouble.
You have
Don't
to
get
pick
in trouble.
one. You have to pick one.
So I can't say variety.
Yeah, no. You have to pick one. And we're gonna make you.
One off the beaten path a little bit, even though I've been referencing like Jessica Lange and all them. Jessica, even though I've been saying those kind of names. One that I kind of need to really get to know and work with is Gabby Sidibe.
Yeah.
Gabby.
Yeah.
because she also got introduced to American Horror as well through Coven,
Yes.
as well being Queenie, and she is amazing to work with.
Really?
As everyone else that I've worked with, and she's someone that's really quite neat.
Wow, I've been watching her on I've been watching her on
We need to
Empire.
get her on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know we need to get her in, but
And I wasn't expecting you to say that. That's
that's
that
great.
was-
Have
that was
you
cool.
been watching her on Empire?
Oh, I love Empire.
Yeah, me too. I'm
You
watching
have a
her
future
too.
question.
She's
in there. I got to do Terror Tower.
Oh, okay. But she's great in Empire as well. I don't know
Yeah,
if you've watched it,
yeah.
Jocelyn, but
I haven't.
she's an
Yeah,
assistant. She's got a whole lot of attitude, and she's awesome.
Yeah, very sassy.
So that's great. That's
She was
such
sassy in Coven.
yeah.
She really.
That's great. Have we got any more questions, Jocelyn?
That's
Is that
it, that's it.
I have a question for you. What was it like working with Jessica Lange?
Jessica's truly an inspiration.
Really?
They all are. And Jessica, though, she's incredible. She really is. She's an amazing voice.
Yeah.
As well, I think of Jessica in some way. She's also now in New York in a play that I want to go see.
Really?
That I believe, if my sources are correct, that Ryan had helped fund
Go yeah.
in some way. So Jessica has taken a break for a little while.
Yeah.
But she will. I have a feeling that she will come back to AHS, and I have a feeling that she probably will, in some way. That it'd be neat to do more scenes.
Wow. Okay. So Ryan Murphy funded the thing that is taking her away.
Her away from it.
It's kind of like
Kind of.
sort of funded in
Yeah.
some way. I don't remember exactly. He just helped her get into a play that
Sure.
he's been
Working on.
working on.
And that pulls
Cool.
on your theatrical strings also
Yes.
because you did a lot of stage acting.
Yes.
And so, to go and see that and see her, someone that you admire so much, and
Yeah.
in
And
that
several
respect
others.
for the stage.
Yeah.
And several others.
Yeah.
Lots
I
of
was
others.
also thinking about being path a little bit here. Hattie the Pone.
Oh yeah.
Patty the Pone as well. She's also involved in the Morgan Horror family as well.
Go ahead.
Thinking about
Oh,
Coven.
of course.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And Patty the Bell
Yeah.
Oh,
as well.
Patty
Miss
LaBelle.
Patty
Freak Show.
LaBelle.
Patty LaBelle
yeah.
and Freak Show, of course. That's crazy. Awesome.
cool.
All right.
And
Well,
Patrick Harris as well.
man, it's
Bringing in the Broadway.
the whole
bringing
thing.
in the New York.
The whole
Yeah, I
thing.
couldn't imagine having to answer that question honestly. I mean, we gave it to you, so
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
honest, but I couldn't imagine answer. I mean, because you've worked with so many that are so great. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
That's a very hard
Yeah.
question to answer.
Awesome,
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah.
Lovely. Well, it hurts me to have to cut this off, but I think we've absolutely run out of time. I've got so many more questions for you, but I just want to say a big thank you. Bring it in.
And the shadow that I also am a Quincy Jones winner.
Oh, of course.
I will.
We've got another. We've got
yes, we-
another interview coming up right after this. We're going to talk about all of that. So
Yeah.
we're going to get to it. But we're going to wrap this up right now. So I want to say again a big thank you to Jamie Brewer. You're amazing. Thank you so much for giving us all the insight on the show. You're an absolute legend. My lovely co-host on the right there, Jocelyn.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks so much for filling in. My name is Xavier Brinkman. You've been watching the American Horror Story After Show on theStream.tv. Make sure you tune in next week, and we'll catch you soon.
Yeah, you didn't watch the show.